All right, guys, good morning. So I hope you had a great evening. Good morning so far as well. All right, so let's look at the market first. Less rambling this morning. We'll try to be more concise. Um, we'll try to keep it simple. I think that the game plan is known, well explained in the last few days. All right, so price first. QQQ still above that all-time high base, that 635 level, which is kind of the level to watch. I was looking at that level for a back test, to be honest. That would have been really great. Cool off, digestion, whatever you want to call it. Uh, but yeah, yesterday we had some weakness. Uh, and what happened? We retested that Friday's gap to the tick uh, and closed strong. The market was bought again all day. Um, and what we saw is basically some rotation from the mags. So if you look at the mega caps, they were down 1%. Um, so QQQ was red. This is a weighted indices. Same thing for SPY. But if you look at IWM, that closed green and now gapping up to a new all-time high. That's the same thing for QQQE. So close to a new all-time high. Pretty extended as well. 3.13 times ATR from the 21 EMA. That's the same picture as the Qs. But just to highlight that yesterday, there was a lot of rotation out of mega caps and into micro caps, small caps, mid caps, that kind of stuff. And that's pretty normal and healthy, to be honest. That's what I shared yesterday. But if you look at the mega cap, so Nvidia, yes, that's a nice breakout, but that was super extended as well. You look at Amazon, super extended as well. Google getting extended. AVGO was probably the one leading there from the low. Super extended. It was almost 4 times ETR from the 21 EMA and uh, didn't close red for that entire time. Was there was a flat red day here. So basically, since it reclaimed the 21 DMA structure, it never closed red. So uh, probably need to digest, to handle, and that's why you saw that rotation. Now, what this rotation means, essentially, I think that's very constructive because if what's leading suddenly stop working and need to digest, need to cool off, but that money, those buyers, uh, don't rotate and you get distribution instead, it means that that rally, that uptrend is not that broad. But now that we're seeing that rotation and that money is going elsewhere in the market, it tells you that there's risk appetite outside of what's just leading and what was extended. So I think this is a really good sign for the market. And yeah, we'll just need to see, and you can see that dynamic in the next few days and weeks where one group takes the lead and when it digests, then another group takes back the lead and pushes from flags, from little bases, little ranges. And that's the kind of action that we'll need to recognize and spot to engage as well in what's leading, but importantly, what's ready to show momentum, right? Um, So yeah, overall good action, constructive action yesterday. Um, Now there's some negotiation and talks with Iran and the U.S. Today. Trump talking about this about it this morning a bit. Giving some volatility to this market. Maybe the stress test, the pullback that we've been waiting and talking about for the last few days will come with a failure in the negotiation, a break of the ceasefire. I don't know. I don't have a clue. And to be honest, I'm just not trading of that. But I'm just aware that this is going on today. Um, and that could be kind of the catalyst for the cool off in the market, the pullback. I don't see a lot of upside, to be honest. Yes, we can keep grinding, but I don't know, gapping up another time and running hard while we'll get like four times ETR from the 21 EMA. Um, I just don't see it. But yeah, you never know with the market. But four times ATR from the 21 EMA, I'm not sure it happens very often. One or two times. Um, yeah, that's very very rare. So it can happen, but I wouldn't bet on it to be honest. So let's see how we react to that news today. All right, so internals, all good. Credit spread still in a downtrend below the 21 day structure. Same thing for the VIX, and yesterday the VIX showed a very nice gap to call that chart as well, retest the 21 day structure area. We're not extended anymore, so VIX looking good. That's a good part. Uh, Bitcoin, we're right up against the daily reversal pivot. So this is the place, right? 76.2K. This is the reversal pivot. If we can close above that pivot now, I think that uh, we have really, really good chances to reconfirm that downtrend after that we defended that base structure, that 21 day structure yesterday. Yesterday I also opened. I wanted to have some more exposure to crypto, and I went with Ethereum. So Bitcoin defending that base area, and Ethereum having that kind of base breakout failure and reset. Now inside day yesterday, I'm positioning myself a bit on anticipation above the 21 day structure, not extended at all. That's a spot that I want to get in, right? Um, a bit of a gap down this morning, but we'll see. I want to be patient. I think that crypto can decouple a bit from the market, and that's what I'm playing with that Ethereum ETHA ticker. So this is it for the market, guys. We can review Brett as well. Let's jump to. Oh, I was not sharing my screen. Sorry, guys. Um, so yeah, this is the same thing. Nothing changed for the breadth aspect. All right, so the McClellan summation is still in an uptrend above a rising 10 DMA. It's not even positive yet. So McClellan summation is still at minus 0.21 standard deviation. And the McLaren oscillator is still overbought. So keep that in mind. Price on the Qs is super extended at 3.2 times ETR from the 21 EMA. And the McClellan oscillator is also pretty much overbought at 2 standard deviation above the average. So that's why in the last few days I'm super selective. I don't want to take up too much NAIR. I want to build the best and bigger cushion that I can before that stress test happen, before that pullback happens. And yes, it will pull back. It will digest through time or price at some point. The market will not go to the moon 56 days in a row, gapping up 1 to 2% every day. Uh, it will cool off at some point. And when it happens, you don't want to have all of new exposure without cushion. Uh, that would be a sure way to get hurt. So the goal is to be patient with the exposure that you have. It's okay to test few things here and there, as long as you keep your new exposure risk under control, and you have bigger cushion in your portfolio to weather that new exposure risk, right? Um, all right, so portfolio, like I said, Ethereum, we covered that. The rest of the stuff quickly. So ARM breakout yesterday, super constructive action, and yeah, that weekly chart comes back into play with that big, almost IPO run kind of breakout. So we're above that level. Will it fail like it already happened, or will this time be the good one? We'll see. All right, but this chart comes back into play, that's for sure. Sats, good action yesterday as well. Back tested that reversal pivot, new high, gapping up to a new all-time high again this morning. Bloom Energy, we discussed that. Constructive digestion. Let it be. Let it breathe above rising structure. All right. That was a big EP, 25% move. Came back in higher low, kind of end all of the right side, and now confirm a daily reversal. Is it ready to reconfirm the trend and just start trending? That would be a really good scenario going into earnings. Nebius, same thing, same pattern, same action. You see the leaders uh, inlaying and digesting well, and that's why you need to keep an open mind, even if the queues are extended, like we discussed. There's a big component of the mega caps creating that extension, so you can still have groups and some liquid leaders doing well, and that's why you want to be patient with your exposure. So nice little digestion. Let's look if we can make a bit of similar action as B with a reversal pivot reclaim. That would be ideal scenario today. Let it be. Yeah, good one. TER, kind of just trending above rising 21 DME structure. VRT, new all-time high, nothing to do. GEV came back a bit, a retest of the reversal pivot. Keep in mind, right? Earnings tomorrow morning for GEV. So if you don't have the cushion, uh, think about trimming or closing the position. Micron, a bit of weakness yesterday. Shakeout and undercut and rally below that inside day low of last Wednesday. So far, this is just creating the handle. So let it tighten up off the right side, and let's see if we can retest that breakout. GLW building very well of the right side. That might be actionable if we have a bit of more weakness of the right side. That would be a bit high for an entry, but it's setting up well for that daily reversal. TPR came back a bit, but just in the gap, retesting the gap, digesting that gap move from last Friday. So all good, just building up the right side, starting to look a bit like a cup and handle in process. So I like how it's building so far. Caterpillar had that cup and handle look as well. Tried to break out to a new all-time high there as well. So those are big, beautiful bases breaking out. XYZ breakout as well. We're running a bit of inside a big supply area. You can expect some shenanigans, that's for sure. So yeah, let's see how it reacts to that kind of supply area. But so far it's pretty strong. EBIT, we discussed that already in the market internals. And finally, CAVA, a bit of a gap down this morning, but still in a very good uptrend. Even if we retest that base structure, that would be a higher low and just normal action within the uptrend. And the last one that I forgot, I think that VRT has earnings. Yeah, tomorrow morning as well. So same thing as GV. If you don't have the cushion in your VRT position, then good idea to trim or close the position as well. All right, and as for the focus list, I shared that last night, but that's actually funny. So that's the liquid leader scan, almost 100 names. And now if you look at the liquid leaders, top 1,500 names, pulling back into the 21 day structure, it's empty. So we're in that part of the trend where most of the quality stuff already ran, either super extended or trying to build that handle, trying to flag, and those top names are gone. So now if you decide to engage in an extended market, that will probably be laggards, names that have secondary setups, stuff that are lagging. They can still be in top leading groups, but they are lagging names within those groups. So usually I'm not interested in those names. That's why I'm uh, looking always to be pretty well invested early in a market cycle. And that's the reason at some point the market gets extended and the quality names, the top leaders in their groups and in the market are not setting up near their 21 day structure. So I want to be already invested in that time, and I want to be patient with when that happens. And when that scan will fill again, then it means that the market breathes, the top leaders are coming back into their 21 day structure area, and it's time to, if you trim exposure, if you didn't have the time to increase that exposure, now it's time to look for new exposure risk. Yeah. All right. So that's the game, guys. That's the session for today. That's the analysis for today. Um, if you have your exposure, it's time to be patient. Market looks to be in some form of grind higher with internal rotation. That's a super strong market, but at the same time, you don't want to be caught off guard with too much exposure, too much new exposure, should I say, sorry. Um, And yeah, look for today. There might be some news with that Middle East negotiation. Not that I trade again of it, but you have to be aware. It can bring volatility, and like I said, it could be some catalyst for that market cool off. All right, we'll look into that. Souls setting up very well. We discussed that yesterday. Uh, I shared that 80-ish reversal pivot as a trigger, but yeah, it's looking very good off the right side. So if you can get that on a bit of weakness now that it gapped down, maybe it retests yesterday's high. As long as it remains below 1 ATR, I think you're good. But just keep in mind that the market is still extended, all right? What about UES? And that's the thing for me, guys. Even if a name is setting up, for me, market is first at this point, and or the leaders. And if the market and leaders are extended, uh, then whatever the setup, I'm just not looking to engage. All right. Um, what about UAC? All right, thank you. Uranium. Um, yeah, all uranium names are setting up. Will it be news driven with that situation in the Middle East? I'm not sure. I don't know. Usually that's a group that I struggle to trade, to be honest. Uh, but yeah, uranium names are setting up, so you can play those. Um, 21 DMA structure, reclaim, backtest. Uh, you have your daily reversal pivot to play against. Now that's a bit extended. That's above 1 ATR from the 21 EMA. So you might want to look for a bit of weakness this morning. Maybe not a retest of that recent swing high because we retested that yesterday. But at least come in below 1 ATR from the 21 EMA would be a better entry. All right, guys. So that's the plan. Um, Again, good trading at some point is boring trading. Uh, there's a time to be active. There's a time to be patient. All right. Uh, I believe that the time to be active is trying to position yourself into a new potential market cycle. And for me, that was in the last few weeks. So uh, I'm pretty boring, pretty quiet nowadays because now the best move, what will give you performance and what will push your equity the most is being patient with the exposure that you have. Even if the market is coming back in, at this point, you should have good cushion in your portfolio to weather some type of pullback, some type of digestion, some type of shakeout. And we discussed that yesterday. Prepare yourself mentally. It doesn't mean that it will happen, right? But prepare yourself mentally for a big shakeout. All right. The market can gap down 2%, 3%, and we are still in a powerful uptrend into new all-time high. So the bigger picture doesn't change, and that could happen. So just be ready mentally. And again, it doesn't mean that it will happen. The market can digest through time, but getting ready for that possibility just put you in the right mindset. Now, if you see a gap down, you will not panic sell your exposure because you're kind of expecting that. The other thing is you will manage your new exposure much more efficiently uh, if you anticipate and get ready for that. You will not run high new exposure risk because you're aware that the market is super extended and you're aware that there's a possibility of a gap down, a shakeout, or a longer cool off and digestion. All right, so I don't want to scare everyone. That's not my goal. And my goal is not to call for that shakeout to happen either. Uh, we'll trade what we get. The market will decide. And we're just here to listen to the clues, follow price action, and manage our exposure. All right, so one day at a time. Have a good day, everyone. Take care. Cheers. Bye bye.